Okay, so I've got the glaze all mixed up. And the consistency is, you want it not quite soupy, but almost there. You don't want it too thick or else it'll be a really thick coating and it may not dry very well. And you don't want it too soupy because then it'll start just kind of completely falling off. So this is the consistency I have. Probably can't tell very well, but about like that. Not quite soupy, but almost there. And that'll just ensure that they dunk well and they will set well. And a couple other things, if you have some of this left over or you didn't use all of it, what you can do is you can cover it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge. But the way you want to cover it with the wrap is, I don't know if you can tell, but similar to this. So what I did is I took the plastic wrap and I actually lightly pressed it against the frosting and around the edges. And what that does is it seals it off so when it sits in the fridge or when it sits out, it doesn't form a hardened crust. Because then when you go back to use it and you try to stir it up, you might have crust lumps in there. So this is my pink frosting, and I made this by using this glaze, and I took probably about a third of it, put it in this bowl, and then I added, I'm guessing probably anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 of a cup of powdered sugar to it, and a little bit of food coloring to make the color, and that was it. So you want this frosting consistency to be a little bit thicker than the glaze for sure. You want it to be able to set and hold and not drip too far down on your donut, but you don't want it to be so thick like a cookie frosting or a cake frosting. So kind of in the middle, but you know, use your own judgment. And then what I have here is the chocolate dipping, and this is just really simple. This is 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream. Put it in the microwave for about 30 to 35 seconds till it gets pretty warm and hot, and then you add 4 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You let them set in there for a couple minutes submerged, and then you can use a whisk or a fork and you stir them around until they're fully incorporated, and then you have your chocolate frosting. And